You can be sure you'll run into trouble, and you can never be sure you get out of it. So there's not much you can do about it, I guess, except, like Julie always says,
walk softly, Peter Troy.
And now Peter Troy investigates the Karate Kid. A dear old lady is supposed to have said that she thought William Shakespeare was a wonderful writer because he always managed to work so many well-known quotations into his plays. In my book, not even a dear old lady could be that dumb. But the fact is, if you like to poke your nose into a volume of the Bard's scribblings, you'll surely find enough cute quotes to win yourself a prize any day as a cocktail party bore. But he knew his world, did old Will. And at the risk of boring you now, I'm going to trot out the one that goes, lilies that fester smell far worse than weeds. Which is to say, if you don't mind my milking this little, a sweet, beautiful dame who turns out to be an axe murderess is more of a shocker than some creep who looks like a killer and turns out to be one, in fact. Which brings me to the case of a very special and lovely girl by the name of Geraldine Craig. A case that also closely concerned her young brother, called Joey.
So that's the way we're going to line up, Joey. It's as simple as stealing apples. The car will be parked right here in Chester Street, and all we've got to do is pinch it. Get over to the garage and know to do it.
Harry, I told you...
There's nothing to it. It's the easiest one we've had yet, and there's 50 quid in it for us. The boss says you get the same money as I always get.
I'm not going to do it.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I told you when I came in here. I'll finish with all that, Eddie. I'm not stealing any more cars.
Since when?
Since the last time. It's no good. It's not my cup of tea, that's all.
What's got into you, Joey boy?
I've woken up to myself, that's what. I'm getting a decent job and going straight. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life running away from cops.
What have you done with your brains, Joey? Scrambled them for breakfast?
I know what I'm doing. I've finished with that gang and all that car stealing. Well, you've been good to me, Eddie. You know, I don't like walking out on you, but... Well, it's a case of us being at the parting of the ways, like the saying goes.
Parting of the ways? My, don't you talk fancy now. Where'd you get that stuff from? That old song singer that runs that kids' club you've been going to?
Well, yes, I expect I did pick it up from Mr. Benton. But he's a good sort, is Mr. Benton. Oh, we have a good time at the club, too. Well, you ought to come along sometime, Harry.
Come along? To that jumping place when you're rosy with a little old twaddle voice? Not me. You don't catch me hobnobbing with a bunch
All right, Harry. You don't have to go on and on about it. I'd better be pushing along.
Here. Wait a minute. You can't just walk out on me like that.
I'm sorry, Harry.
Sorry? Never mind about being sorry. I put a lot of time showing you the tricks. How to do things right. And you're not going to walk out on me just because...
Harry, I'm going. There's no use arguing about it.
No use arguing? We'll see about that.
Now, what does that mean? You just watch your step, Harry. Don't you go threatening me, or you might find you're bitten off more than you can chew. You get in my way, Harry, and you might just end up with a broken nose. Two juvenile delinquents hurling threats at each other in a fun parlor in Soho. What does that have to do with a beautiful doll called Geraldine Craig? Well, nothing, at least not right now. What does a beautiful doll like Geraldine Craig have to do with me? Too much for Julie's money. Julie is a wonderful secretary, and very tolerant for a woman. But one thing of which she does not like to see too much is attractive dames. The subject which has been the cause, more than once, of a slight difference of opinion between us. So, when Geraldine, with her 36, 24, 36 frame, poured into a 34, 22, 34 dress, glided into the office, Julie was delighted to be able to tell her the truth.
I'm sorry. Mr. Troy is busy.
Oh, I'm sure he can spare just a minute.
Well, perhaps he could. Some other time, Miss...
Craig, Geraldine Craig.
If you care to make an appointment, Miss Craig.
Is this his office over here?
Oh, you can't go in there. Miss Craig, you have no right.
Mr. Troy, Mr. Peter Troy.
Yeah. That's right.
Your secretary said you were busy.
And so he is.
What, cutting out paper dolls?
Well...
I always cut out paper dolls when I'm thinking over a case.
Yes. He finds paper dolls less troublesome than live ones. But you wouldn't know about that.
Oh, but I would. I understand perfectly. I'm sure Mr. Troy and I have a lot in common.
Oh, do we, Miss... I didn't catch the name.
I didn't throw it.
Touche. You must go to a lot of movies. All that slick private eye talk.
The name is Craig. Geraldine Craig. Do I come into your office, or do you usually conduct your interviews at the door?
Oh, pardon me. Do come in, Miss Craig. Take a seat.
Thank you. I will. I'd like to see you privately, if you don't mind, Mr. Troy.
Mr. Troy likes me to stay for all interviews with clients, Miss Craig. He likes me to take a note of everything that's said.
Oh?
And I shall do that. Every word. So I can read it all back to Mr. Troy after you've gone and discuss it with him.
Oh.
Yeah, very good idea, Miss Summers. Very good. And now, where were we?
Discussing dolls, wasn't it?
Hmm?
Paper dolls.
Oh, that, yeah. Well, it might save us a lot of time if we turn to discussing what you wanted to see me about, Miss Craig.
It's about my brother, Joe.
Your brother Joey.
Well, he's rather young, you know, and I'm worried about him. Since our parents died, I've had to try and do everything to him. Mother, father.
Father?
Oh, I know a woman can't be a father to a boy. A boy needs a man first. And that's why I've come to you to see if you would talk to him.
Yeah, well, Miss Craig, I hardly think this is my line of work.
Please, Mr. Troy, it has to be someone like you. A private detective is not like an ordinary man.
He's not?
Oh, no. You'd be a kind of hero to Joe. He'd be able to look up to you. Just as I can.
Look up to you just as I can.
What's that?
Oh, just taking notes, Mr. Troy.
Oh. Well, see here, Miss Craig. I'd like to help you, but...
You must help me, Mr. Troy. If you don't, I'm afraid someone may get hurt.
How's that again?
It's this new sport Joey's taken up at some club he's joined. It's called karate, a sort of judo.
Yeah, I know, only rougher. Karate, huh? And you figure he's likely to use his karate skill in a fight with some other kid?
Mr. Troy, I'm not only afraid he'll use it. I'm afraid he might kill someone.
Like the place. She said the kid would most likely be home alone.
I still don't see why we've come at all. If ever there was a phony, it's that Geraldine Craig. I'll be able to look up to you, Mr. Troy, just as I can.
Well, knock it off, will you, Julie?
Now, why should I? That's why you came to see this boy, isn't it? Because she wears her great, big, beautiful false eyelashes, that's it?
Where's the bell? Now, you were saying, honey, eyelashes? Well, no. I would say it was more...
Yes?
You know, it was really her big, great big, beautiful...
Yes.
So.
Oh.
Yes? Joey Craig?
Yes, right.
My name's Troy, Peter Troy. I'm a private investigator. This is my secretary, Miss Julie Summers.
All right. Well, how'd you do?
How do you do?
You wanted to see me?
Well, if you don't mind, it won't take long.
Well, okay, then. Well, come in. Are you working with the police?
I'm not working with anyone at the moment. Came to see you because your sister's worried about you.
My sister?
That's right, your sister, Geraldine.
Are you kidding? She hates the sight of me.
She does?
Ever since I broke with a gang and stopped pinching cars and things like that, she's been threatening me.
Threatening you?
Ever since I broke with a gang. Yes. I told her that when a gang started stealing cars for money, I wasn't going to be in it no more. Well, joyriding's one thing.
Someone's paying your gang to steal cars?
They're not my gang, not anymore. But if you want to know who's paying them, you ought to talk to Harry. Harry Morton.
Who's he?
Well, he used to be my pal. He runs the gang.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll get around to Harry. What about this? I hear that you're studying karate.
Oh, you know about that? We have to practice down at the club in Chester Street. Well, Mr. Benton, he runs the club. He got this Mr. Ishimoto. He's a Japanese. He got him to come down and teach the kids judo.
Judo isn't karate, Joey. Judo may be fine for self-defense, but karate, that's for killers.
Well, no, it ain't. Well, that's what some people think, but it ain't. Well, that's how some of us senior kids got interested in it. Mr. Ishimoto was telling us about it, and...
You expecting visitors?
Well, no one. Well, I better see you at this. Jerry Craig. Yes, that's what?
Inspector Caswell, are you trailing me or something?
Troy, what are you doing here?
Oh, hello, Miss Summers.
Inspector?
Now, why does everybody always say, what are you doing here, as if I have no right to be here? Anyway, I might just as well ask you the same question.
My business is with this young man.
Well, what do you want with me?
Just let me see your hands, will you?
My hands?
Yes. Yeah. You are developing quite a nice callus along the side of each palm, aren't you? Been practicing karate, I hear.
Well, yes, that's right. I've been practicing for weeks now, and...
You could beat a man's head in with those hands, couldn't
Now, hold it, Inspector.
you? You know a boy named Harry Morton, Craig?
Yes, I know, Harry. Why?
Because he's dead, that's why.
What?
He was found dead of head wounds in an alley at the back of the fun parlor where you were seen arguing with him last night, Craig. Less than an hour after that argument, he was dead.
Well, seems Joey Craig is in a spot. And although I couldn't figure how I was ever going to get my fee out of this case, I couldn't leave him in it without trying to do something. Now, from where I stood, the kid, the karate kid as I called him, was innocent of the murder of his former pal, Harry Morton. The police didn't charge him right off, but took him in for questioning. And it was hard to blame Inspector Caswell for feeling that he had the killer right there. I was worried about the sister angle. I was trying to make up my mind whether I should go have a little chat with Geraldine Craig when Julie made up my mind for me.
There's something about that woman I don't like.
Only something? The way I had it, you didn't like one teensy little thing she said or did, or the way she looked.
I'm trying to keep my personal feelings out of it.
But you just said you didn't like her. That isn't personal?
What I mean is, there's something crooked seeming about her.
Crooked seeming? Now, that's a new one. I must add it to my vocabulary. Well, what do you know about Geraldine Craig?
Oh, only what you know.
Well, then how can you...
I still say she's a crook. Well, look at the way she pretended she wanted to help Joey, saying she was afraid he might kill someone.
Yeah, slow down a minute. Now, that is something. Why did you tell me that? Almost as if she wanted to make it tougher on him when the murder was discovered. If I told Caswell that she warned me about Joey...
The inspector could find it all the more believable that Joey was the killer.
Yeah. The kid said she really hates him.
Oh, there you are. I told you. She's crooked.
I'd like more than that, Julie. I'd like to know a lot more about Miss Geraldine Craig.
Looking at me?
Looking at you very hard, honey. You're it. Go dig the dirt about Geraldine and make it fast. Excuse me. Are you Mr. Ishimoto?
Oh, that is correct, sir. How can I assist you?
My name's Troy, Peter Troy. Yeah, my card.
I have investigator.
Yeah.
So, you wish to speak with me?
Please. It'll only take a few minutes. It's about Joey Craig.
So, please to come into my office where we can be private.
Yeah, thanks.
I understand Troy Craig has been arrested for murder. It is a sad thing.
Well, he hasn't been arrested yet, Mr. Ishimoto, but he will be unless we can do something to help.
Most pleased to help in all ways. Troy is a good boy, good student of karate.
You teach a man karate, Mr. Ishimoto, and you hand him a very dangerous weapon.
Oh, pardon disagreement, Mr. Troy. You teach a man karate and you teach him the way of restraint. That is what karate is, a way of life. A man knows karate and he is so dangerous, he does not need to fight. And karate teaches that a man should never fight if he can avoid it. The art was developed by the Buddhist monks, you know.
Now, this business of developing a callus along the side of the hand.
Oh, yes. We practice many hours to harden the hand. So hard does it become that it can smash through a piece of wood 2 inches thick
Or crush a man's head.
Oh, that is all. But karate does not teach you to do that. It teaches you that only evil men will do such a thing.
Yeah, you really can do that trick with a 2-inch board, I mean?
Oh, yes. Look, demonstration, please. Here is that board.
It's hardwood. Near enough to 2 inches thick. Yeah, that looks pretty solid.
Oh, it is. I press it so. One end on the edge of this table, the other end on the window ledge. Stand back, please.
Right.
Now.
Wow. Smashed in two, clean in the middle.
As you say, Mr. Toy, with the bare hand.
Yeah. Tell me, could young Joey do that?
Not so much yet. He's still a student.
But he could hit a man hard enough to kill him.
He could, Mr. Toy, but he would not do that. Joey Craig is not a killer. I have taught him karate, and the teachers of this art know who is a killer and who is not. Joey did not kill that young man.
Anyway, that's Mr. Ishimoto's story, and he's sticking to it, Julie. How did you make out with our dear Geraldine?
Well, she might be your dear Geraldine. She's certainly not mine. And you need to be careful. She happens to be Buzz Hillman's girlfriend.
What? Hillman the racketeer?
No one else but.
Hey, Julie, you're a doll, a living doll.
I am not. I know how you feel about what you call dolls. And if you...
Oh, come on now. You know that was a compliment. So the Craig dame is going around with Buzz Hillman, huh? Hey, Hillman, wasn't he up not long ago in a car-stealing rap?
Yes, I believe he was. Yes, that's right.
Car stealing. The kid said he refused to go along with Harry Morton's proposal that he steal cars for someone.
Hillman?
Who else? Yeah, but how do we pin it on him in a hurry?
Oh, why are you worrying about getting Hillman for car stealing at a time like this?
Not that, the murder, I mean.
You mean Hillman?
I don't know. There are details we don't know. But figure it this way. Hillman has this Harry Morton organizing the kids to steal cars. Joey walks up. Hillman tells Harry to keep the gang together or else. Harry can't stop Joey getting out, so Hillman has Harry beaten to death.
But pinning the killing on Joey. How?
Geraldine's idea.
Oh, no. His own sister?
Yeah, nice girl. She hates Joey, who's always criticizing her for going around with hoods. Well, let's pay her and her boyfriend a visit.
Yes, what is it?
Peter Troy, Mr. Hillman, private investigator. This is my secretary, Miss Summers. No, Mr. Hillman. Isn't it nice to shut the door in people's faces?
If you don't take your foot out of the door, you cheap amateur cop.
What did you do? Are you good at karate, too?
Shut up. What do you want, Troy?
Just a little conversation. Julie and I are lonely, so we'd like to join the celebration you and Geraldine are having.
Come in.
And much obliged. After you, Julie.
Oh, you mean I don't have to put my foot in the door, too?
Now, what's all this about?
Geraldine knows. Don't you, Geraldine?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Oh, yes, you have. Subject, your brother. Joey. Problem? How to frame him for a murder he didn't commit.
Well, he must. That karate, I
talked to his teacher. Joey's only a student. And a pretty poor one at that. His hands are as soft as a baby's. Couldn't possibly have hit Harry Morton that hard.
Jerry, you told me that.
Don't you see he's trying to get us?
To what, Geraldine? Confess to Harry's murder?
You're asking for trouble, Troy.
Then give it to me. No, you won't give me any trouble. Because if you did, you'd have to go all the way. You'd have to murder me, too. Will you fix me the way you had Harry fix Buzz?
Buzz.
Well, shut up.
But he knows.
He knows nothing. Now, shut up.
I know, all right. I'm not the only one.
Oh, what the?
Now, that'll be the guy I'm expecting. Someone you know. Let him in, Julie.
It will be a pleasure. Come on in. Joe.
That's right, Joey. Little brother you love so much that you'd cheerfully frame him for murder.
Is it true, Geraldine? You arranged for me to be blamed for Harry's death?
Of course not. had no idea you even knew him.
Oh, that's funny. A week ago, we had a big argument because I told you I was going to break with Harry.
Anyway, it was your own fault, you stupid little fool. You didn't know when you were well off. I warned you wouldn't be allowed to run out.
You idiot! Will you keep your trap shut? I think we've heard enough anyway. How about you, Inspector?
Plenty for the moment.
Oh, no.
Exactly, Elnum. I'll have to ask you and Miss Craig to come down and see.
Stay where you are. I'm not going anywhere.
Now, put that gun away, you fool. That won't do you any good.
It'll get me out of here. Now, out of my way. On you two, kid. Get out of the way. You think you're a big man with that gun in your hands, aren't you, woman? Well, I'm not different.
Grab him, you man. Get that gun. Nice work, son.
My arm. You've broken my arm.
What?
It is, too. That shows what karate can do. Not only break a man's arm, but also convince you that Joey is no killer, Inspector.
How's that?
That blow could just as easily have cracked Hillman's skull, but Joey deliberately aimed for his arm instead.
Yes, I see what you mean. All right, men, take him out.
Let me go. Take your hat. You don't have to carry me.
Well, congratulations, Joey. Well, thanks, Mr. Troy. Hey, karate really came through for you. You know, I might take it up. Could be useful when I want to beat up my secretary.
Oh, yes? I might just learn karate myself.
Oh?
And then you really would have to walk softly, Peter Troy.
Being a private investigator means two things. You can be sure you'll run into trouble, and you can never be sure you get out of it. Well, there's not much you can do about it, I guess, except, like Julie always says...
Walk softly, Peter Troy.
And now Peter Troy investigates the second Peter Troy.
There's a story that somewhere in the world everybody has a double. Doppelgänger, it's called, by people who like to brood over things like that. And the story goes that when you happen to meet this double face to face, if ever, then you're about to die. Now, this is not a story over which I've spent many sleepless nights. Although there was a time when the question of having a double did cause me quite a headache. A 24-hour headache. At the time, Julie said it was impossible for me to have a double in the true sense, because nobody in this wide world could mess up an office desk the way I do. A remark I didn't even consider worth answering. Anyway, it all began one evening in a crummy little pub in Soho, where a sleazy hoodlum by the name of Jinx Haywood was entertaining a lady of dubious virtue called Wilma Trickett.
Go and get another beer, Wilma. There's a good girl.
I like that. Who was the servant last year? When I'm out with a gentleman friend, it's usually him what gets the drinks, not me.
Go on. What do you think of that, eh?
I don't know why I came out with you in the first place. Bringing me to this horrible joint.
You used to go to the rich, I suppose. You and your gentleman friends. Gentlemen, that's a laugh, that is.
I'll have you now.
Yes, and I'll have you now. I'm getting tired of arguing with you, Dux, and if you don't hurry up with that beer, I'm going to dump you right here.
I'll get a beer. I'll just take the glasses. Oh, why don't you look where you're going? Look what you've done. Broken them glasses and spilt all the slops down my dress.
Well, no, that's a shame, though. It's tough on you, lady.
Well, what are you going to do about it? That's what I'd like to know.
Is that a fact? Well, I tell you, ain't gonna do nothing about it, except tell you to take your grimy little paw off my arm.
What? How dare you talk to me like that? Jinx?
You better apologise to the lady, chum. She's with me, see?
I figured she had no taste.
Now then, you look here.
You get lost.
Why, you... Righto, come on, Smarty. Get up on your feet while I finish the job proper.
I'll get up, all right, fella. But it's gonna be me who's finishing the job with this. A fight in a crude sort of a joint in Soho, and a hoodlum is knocked off. I was pretty busy at the time. I didn't even get to see the account of it in the morning papers. I slept late after a longish night on the job, and, of course, Julie was already in the office when I got there. busy dusting and polishing and putting away all my case papers where I could never find them without her help. This routine went on every morning. I'd gotten used to it, so I took no notice, even though I knew it'd take me the best part of half an hour to get my desk comfortably messed up again. Good morning, beautiful, and indeed a beautiful morning it is.
My, aren't we full of vim and vigor today?
Always busting with life and good cheer, honey, that's me.
Except when you're the soul of irritation, which is pretty often.
Huh?
Well, I'm glad you're in a good mood anyway. You have a visitor in your office.
Male or female?
Oh, you are joking. If it had been a female, do you think I'd have put her in your office just like that?
A man. Well, no time for clients this morning, Julie. Busy day ahead of me as it is. You just go and tell the gentleman to come back this time next year.
I'm afraid that wouldn't suit the gentleman at all.
Inspector Caswell. For Pete's sake, Julie, you didn't tell me the inspector was here.
Oh, I thought it might be a nice surprise.
Yes, well, I'm afraid nice is one thing it won't be. Where were you at around 11 o'clock last night, Troy?
Last night, trailing a certain character who owes a client of mine a lot of money. Was busy spending it at every night spot in town.
No. Anybody see you?
Well, don't be silly. Nobody sees me unless I want him to. You know that.
That's a pity.
Now, what is all this? I leave my car in a no parking area or something?
No, you just committed murder, that's all.
I what?
Is this a joke, Inspector? It doesn't sound very funny to me.
Nor to me, I assure you, Miss Summers. I have two witnesses who are prepared to swear that Troy was in a certain pub in Soho last night at 11 o'clock, and that after an argument with the man over a girl, he shot the man twice, and the man died an hour later.
Now, this has to be a joke. There's no other way. Hey, but you're not joking, are you, Inspector?
I wish I were.
Hey, but this is crazy. I wasn't in Soho at all. I was in the West End.
Can you prove that?
Well, of course I can't prove it. I told you.
Well, then, if you can't prove an alibi, will you tell me what I'm supposed to do?
You're supposed to take my word for it, that's what.
You know I can't do that, Troy. I'm taking a risk as it is. I should have been knocking at your door last night.
Oh, why didn't you?
I've known your boss for a long time, Miss Summers, and we've spent a good deal of that time working together. I gambled that he wasn't the sort of man to cut and run.
Well, thanks for that anyway. But if you feel like that, Inspector...
I still have to take you in. I don't need to remind you of that. These two witnesses identified you from a file photo.
What witnesses? Who are these people?
One was the barman in the pub, name of Jerry Jackson.
Jerry Jackson, barman. Yeah, I know him. And he should know me by sight. He's seen me often enough.
Yeah, so he told us. And he's quite definite about it being you who shot the dead man.
You said there was another witness.
Yes. The woman the two men fought over. One Wilma Trickett.
Wilma Trickett. Wilma Trickett, no. Rings no bell with me. Julie?
I've never heard of her, I'm sure.
She didn't know you by sight, but when she saw the photo, she was quite sure it was you, all right.
But it doesn't make sense.
Perhaps not. But unless you can give me a very good reason why I shouldn't arrest you, I'm going to have to take you down to headquarters.
Now, look, at least give me the kind of a break a pal would expect a guy to give. Give me the chance to clear myself.
How do you propose to do that?
Well, I don't know, but in a couple of days...
Couple of days? I can't wait that long.
But, Inspector, you can't...
All right. Now, don't you start, too. All right, Troy, I'll give you 24 hours. That's the best I can do. I needn't tell you there will be one of my men tailing you everywhere. 24 hours, Troy, and you'll have to come up with something or face a murder charge.
He didn't sound very friendly, did he? The inspector, I mean. Telling you you'll have to face a murder charge.
Well, he didn't like to do that, Julie. He can't help it. He's got to play the game by the book, and he didn't write the book.
Well, what are you going to do, Pete? 24 hours isn't very long.
You can say that twice. Tell you the truth, honey, I don't know what to do.
What about this Jinx Hayward, the man who was killed? You knew him, didn't you?
Yeah, I sent him up for 5 years once. It wasn't so long ago, either. Must have got time off for good behavior or something.
Oh, anyway, he's dead now. He can't help.
The only thing to do is start at the beginning, I guess.
The beginning?
Yeah, go see the barman, Jerry Jackson, who identified me. And this, what's her name, Wilma Trickett.
Are you sure you don't know her?
Oh, now, Julie, please.
No, I just wondered.
Now, this is no time for you to cross-examine me about some girl. I better get going. I've wasted half an hour of my 24 already.
Hello, you. What are you doing here? The police are looking for you.
I know, they found me. That's why I'm looking for you, Miss Trickett. My name's Troy, Peter Troy.
I know who you are. You don't have to tell me. I remember your face anywhere.
Mind letting me in? Don't think we should argue about this at your door. Neighbors would love to hear it all, I'm sure, but...
All right, come in then. But you better not try anything. I can scream real loud, I can.
I don't doubt it.
Why haven't the police arrested you?
Maybe they're just giving me enough rope to hang myself. What do you have against me, Miss Trickett?
I don't have nothing against you. I never saw you till last night. You shouldn't have used that gun on Jinx. You didn't have no cause.
Jinx was a creep. You know it as well as I do. Since when did you worry about what happened to Jinx?
He was real nice to me, Jinx was.
Yeah, real nice, like letting you pay for his drinks.
What?
I talked to Jerry Jackson, the barman, before I came here. Said he didn't get the impression you and Jinx were getting along as well as you might.
He's a liar.
Is he? You mean he lied when he identified me as the killer? Just as you did?
I didn't lie. It was you all right. I saw you as soon as I opened the door to you.
Yeah? Is that why you nearly called me darling?
I did no such thing. I thought it was someone else. Before I thought it was you, I mean.
Someone who looks like me, maybe, huh?
What are you talking about? I don't know nobody what looks like you.
Jackson said the guy he saw last night was almost exactly me, but that he didn't sound the same. His voice was different.
What would he know about his voice? He was over at the bar.
Yeah, but this guy who looks like me had quite an argument with you and your pal Jinx Hayward before he knocked him off.
Oh, I don't care what the barman said anyway. I've got eyes and I can see for myself. It was you what shot Jinx, and you're not going to get me to say no different.
Now listen to me, you little idiot. You're going to tell me the truth, or so help me out.
Take your hands off me. You let me go or I'll scream the place
Who
down.
paid you? Who paid you to identify someone else as me?
I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go.
You put my neck in a noose and you're going to tell me why.
Let me go.
Okay, shut up. I've let you go.
I should think you would. And you got enough trouble to go on with?
I have. Thanks to you, sister.
You get out of here. Go on. I've got nothing more to say to you, and I hope they hang you.
I've been in some tight spots in my time, but this was really rough. Being on the point of arrest by my old friendly enemy, Inspector Caswell, for murder was certainly not my idea of a comedy situation. And the 24 hours he'd given me to clear myself might just as well have been 5 minutes for all the use I'd been able to make of it. When I got back to the office after a visit to Wilma Trickett, the dame who had identified me as the killer of her boyfriend, Jinx Hayward, one thing I was certain of, though it wasn't going to help me much at that stage. Wilma knew some character who looked like me.
But surely he couldn't look that much like you, Pete. I mean, the barman knows you. He wouldn't make a mistake, even if this Wilma Trickett did.
Wilma didn't make any mistakes. She knew I wasn't the guy who shot Jinx. She opened the door and started to call me darling before she took a good look.
Oh, she called you darling, did she?
She thought I was this other guy. Now, Julie, what's the matter with you? Are you trying to pin this murder rap on me, too?
Oh, don't be silly.
Well, I'll try not to be, but with you, the conversation can get awful wacky at times.
Shall we avoid personalities? You don't have all that much time left if you're to straighten out this murder thing.
Oh, you can say that again. Well, it's lunchtime, but I'll have to skip it. What I can't figure is, who is this guy who actually let off that gun last night?
And why would anybody try to frame you for it?
Yeah, well, that's easier. There are plenty of guys with a grudge against me. I've been responsible for too many prison sentences to have any doubt about that.
Pete, are you still interested in the background of the dead man?
Sure. Did you call the inspector?
Of course. You asked me to, didn't you? He couldn't tell me much, but he did say that the police believe Jinx Hayward was in partnership with a man named Harvey Jason.
Jason? I remember him. Horse doping, illegal gambling. But Jason's no killer. He's as tough as they come, but strictly the knuckles only with Jason.
Well, that's all the police knew. And they don't have anything on either Jason or Hayward at the moment.
I may as well take it from there. Probably another dead end, but it's all I have right now. See you later, honey.
Yes? Hey, buzz off, Troy. I ain't buying.
That's what you think, Jason? Just stay very still, Jason, or this gun is liable to make a hole in that stupid head of yours.
You can't bluff me, Troy. You're no killer.
Nice to meet someone who believes that. So happens, Jason, that I already have 2 strikes against me with the police wanting me for a killing last night. And the way things are, I'd just as soon take you with me.
You wouldn't kill me, Troy. I haven't done anything to you.
No? You mean you didn't get rid of your partner, Jinx Hayward, last night and set me up as the patsy with the police?
Of course I didn't. I had no quarrel with Jinx. Him and me, we got along fine. Well, we had a good thing going. We talked about it only yesterday. And now he's gone. I can't go ahead with it.
What good thing?
With the horses. Oh, Nanny Peter know about it, but Jinx and me, well, We was partners in it. And now it's all off. Oh, I ask you, would I want to get rid of Jinx when we had a thing going with the horses?
Well, it's not like you to spoil any horse-doping scheme you dreamed up. No, I'll admit that.
But you take that gun out of my face. You got me all nervous.
Okay, relax.
You know, for the minute, I wasn't too sure about you. Heard about Jinx getting it last night, and now it was you.
It wasn't me.
All right, don't get jumpy. You say it wasn't you, well, that's all right with me.
I don't have much time, Jason. Now, we've had our differences in the past, you and me, but I know you're not a killer.
Well, why kill a man when you can get better results by giving him a good beating? That's what I say.
Yeah.
But you're no killer neither, Troy. What's the score about this fight with Jinx?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Hey? Yeah, but I heard some people identify you.
That's right. The killer's my double. At least that's the way it looks.
Well, don't get this. Who?
Somebody wanted to get me out of the way. It could be any one of a number of crooks. I've made plenty of enemies.
You can say that again.
But this somebody wanted Jinx Hayward out of the way, too. And that narrows the field a bit.
Oh, I don't know nobody who want... Hey, wait a minute, don't I, though? Silvers, Danny Silvers.
Silvers? Well, he's in the big time. He wouldn't even know Jinx Hayward, a crumb like that.
He didn't know Jinx, but he knows me. Maybe an offer to work for him a week ago. I said no on account of I don't like working for nobody. Not even a big-time operator like Silvers.
Well, Silvers doesn't like people to say no to him about anything.
You're right there. And getting rid of my right-hand man would be just his idea of getting even with me for not joining up with him.
He's got a long-standing grudge against me, too. I wouldn't think twice about paying me off any time the opportunity came up.
And you think it came up last night? Yeah, but who's this cove who looks like you?
I don't know. But I've got an idea how to find out.
Yeah?
You feel like burying the hatchet and joining forces with me against a common enemy, Jason?
Oh, you mean help you to fix Silvers?
Yeah.
All right, but why not? Might as well help you have a go. What do you want me to do?
Hello?
Is that Wilma Tricky?
Yes, it is. Who's that?
Harvey Jason here, Wilma. Jinx Hayward's partner.
Oh. Oh, yes, I heard him speak about you.
I have no doubt. I had a hard time finding you, Wilma. I heard you moved into a posh new apartment at lunchtime today.
Yes, that's right. Things have been looking up for me lately. Thought I might as well enjoy it while I have it, you know.
A very good idea, that. You enjoy it while you have it, Wilma, because I have a notion you just might not have it for long.
What? What do you mean by that?
I've been making a few inquiries, that's what I mean, Wilma. Inquiries about my old chum Jinx and about who arranged for him to be killed, see?
I don't know nothing about that.
No? Well, we'll see. All I want you to know, Wilma, is that I don't intend to let it go the way it is. I don't believe this story about that Peter Troy shooting Jinx, see?
He did, I tell you. I was there.
Yes, I know you was there. That's what interests me, like.
See here, Mr. Harvey Jason. If you think I'm scared of you, you've got another thing coming. I told the police exactly what happened last night, and you've got no right ringing me up. Hello? Hello, Mr. Jason? Are you there, Mr. Jason? Oh, hang up on me, would he? Doesn't scare me. Oh, what are we going to do now?
Caught you.
Who are you, sister? I don't know you.
Oh, no, but you're going to be glad you met me just the same.
Yeah, why?
My name's Elsie. I'm a friend of Wilma's. Wilma Trickett.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I've heard such a lot about you from Wilma. How good-looking you are and everything.
Yeah, well, it's been swell meeting you, Elsie. But you'll have to excuse me right now. I got an appointment.
I know. With Wilma.
Yeah, well, I'll be seeing you, huh?
Oh, but you can't go. Not to her new apartment.
Yeah, why not?
She gave me a message for you. She said to tell you Jason has sent some men up there.
Jason has?
Yes, they're waiting there. For you, she thinks. She got out the back way and she's gone back to her old place. She's waiting for you there.
I see. Yeah, well, like you said, Elsie, just as well you caught me before I walked into that trap.
Always happy to do Wilma a favor, you know. You too, handsome.
Yeah. Why didn't Wilma come to see me herself, huh?
Oh, she was too scared. Thought those men might start taking a look outside the building and see her waiting for you.
Uh-huh. Well, thanks, baby. Maybe I can do something for you sometime.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I'll remember that. See you later, maybe. Right now, I'd better get on over to Wilma's old place.
Joe, oh, thank heavens you're here. What took you so long?
I walked over. I didn't want to risk taking a cab. Cabbies remember faces.
And yours is a face to remember, Joe. You know, you look so much like that Peter Troy, I could scarcely tell you apart if it wasn't for the clothes. And, of course, the voice. He talks a bit different.
Yeah, well, never mind him. What's the panic about, huh?
Harvey Jason rang, like I told you on the phone. He sort of threatened me.
Sort of threatened you? I wouldn't have worried about any guy who just sort of threatened me. Hey, this is a swell apartment you have here. Just moved in today, huh?
Like I told you on the phone.
Yeah, sure beats that crummy old place of yours. Pity that Troy character couldn't see you in this joint.
Joe, about Harvey Jason. He says he knows Troy didn't kill Jinx.
So what? He's right, isn't he?
Of course he's right. You know, and I both know that.
Yeah, well, easiest contract I ever got. Here or in the States. Not gonna have that creep Haywood. Yeah, boy, it was a piece of cake. Sure like to go on working for Silvers.
Don't mention his name, you fool.
Why not? He's our boss, ain't he?
You know he is. But he wouldn't like it if anyone else got to know that.
Yeah, well, it's nice of him to bring me all the way from the States to do his job for him, though. I gotta admit that.
What are you talking about? You know he didn't bring you from anywhere. You were over here and you went to him for a job and he just happened to notice how much like Peter Troy you are.
Yeah, that's right. It's the way it was.
Say, there's something rather funny about you.
You mean funny peculiar or funny ha-ha, Wilma?
Here, what's happened to your voice? You're not Joe Burton.
That's right, Wilma. I'm Peter Troy. Thanks for giving me the information I needed. Just wanted to make sure you knew all about Silver's plot to frame me.
No, it can't be. Where's Joe Burton?
My double? He's with the police right now. He met them where they were waiting for him at your old place.
My old place? But I rang him. I told him to come here.
So you did. My secretary saw you make the call through binoculars from that apartment building across the way.
What?
We had her planted there just before Jason rang you. And we had your girlfriend, Elsie, meet Burton on his way here.
Elsie? I don't know anyone called Elsie.
Oh? Well, maybe you'd better meet her now. Come on in, Julie. You brought the inspector's manual.
Everything under control, please?
Yeah, just great. Oh, Sergeant, take this lady down to the inspector, will you? He's expecting her.
Right, Joe, Mr. Troy. Come along now, miss.
I don't understand it. I don't understand what's going on around here at all.
Well, all cleared up, friend, with a good 12 hours to go.
Yeah.
From the look of your Wilma, I don't think I needed to worry about your getting involved with her.
Yeah, I guess not. I was a bit nervous at the end there, but, say, I did all right with that impersonation of Burton, though. Voice and everything. You know, I might keep it up my sleeve in case I want to, well, you know.
You mean get away from me, perhaps?
Oh,
I don't think you'd ever make it. So just walk softly, Peter Troy.
So much for the second Peter Troy, who was nearly the cause of my being up on a murder rap. Now, I was rather proud of the way I managed to convince Wilma Trickett that I was Joe Burton. All I had to work with was his clothes, which we took from him when he was arrested, and the sound of his voice to imitate. Now, there's one argument Julie and I have never settled since this case, whether my act was better than the one she did in the role of the non-existent Elsie. It's an argument that'll go on forever because I wouldn't dare admit to Julie that she had the edge on me. Well, the next thing, we'd find my nameplate changed to Troy and Summers, private investigators. Now, that I could not take.
This was an Archanza production, written and directed by Creswick Jenkinson.